G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to this week's trade recap video. Guys, if you could, please hit that like button before I can get underway. I hope you're all having a really good weekend. I hope you all had a great week on the charts last week. Once again, really good week on the charts for me on stream, away from the stream too. Hence the reason why I wanted to do something a little bit different in this week's recap video. I wanted to go over a trade I took away from the stream, taken on Thursday morning my time during the Asian session. So Thursday evening for most of you. You're probably all catching Z's at that point. I hope you were anyway. Or you're doing something else, but we'll leave that for another topic of conversation. However, so this is a trade I took on GJ on Thursday. So during the Asian session, once again, guys, if you could hit the like button. Now, also, guys, I did send the analysis prior to the entry into the free Discord group. I do the updates for each session, or at least gold and GJ for each major session. I send in charts, send in a video, I think, for that one, or marked up chart. I can't quite remember as to where I was looking to get involved in GJ buys. And if you had been paying attention to it, you possibly could have got involved as well. So first of all, good, once again, sorry guys to keep harping on it, hit the like button. All right, so reason why I took this trade, so the confluence, so it's GJ Thursday morning, and this was 30 minutes into Asian session. So what we had was price had broken out of resistance from, obviously during the previous daily count, we broke the 4-hour resistance, we'd consolidated above it, made an impulse to the upside, only to return back to that level. Now, we were forming very strong bullish within the weekly candle, so I was asking myself, where could we potentially pull back to within the current weekly, form another support before we head back up to retest the current weekly high and get the volume momentum continue to the upside. Obviously, we have that previous 4-hour resistance. Once again, I knew at that point, technically we had flipped the 30-minute structure bearish. The rest of the bias was bullish, the rest of the time frames. However, I knew that could be just another level we potentially pull back to before we head up. So that was what I was looking for, price to pull back, form a support, and then look for my buy, which is what I got. So I'll just go over it step by step, my confirmation and why I took it. All right, so first of all, like I said, strong weekly, forming strong bullish, was looking to see where we could potentially pull back to within the weekly to form a support. So number one, pull back to that previous 4-hour resistance, still in a heavy uptrend on weekly. Number two, we had just here a long wick, first of all, to the downside, closing right near the low of that zone, but followed by a 15-minute bullish engulfing candle, which closed the M30, a strong bullish candle back above that previous level of resistance turn support. So that would suggest to me that we have grabbed liquidity from that range below, but because we returned back above it and closed above it, likely we're just going to head up, no need to pull back yet again, into that previous candle if we were to continue bullish. So 15-minute bullish engulfing, that's another big tick. So number two, with bullish engulfing. Number three was the fact that 30 closed back above that previous level of resistance, turn support. Now, number four, I placed my stop loss below of that liquidity candle. And however, seeing that was quite a wide stop loss, if I was to usually get in my normal entry, which would be upon continuation above the 30-minute closures high, let's just measure it and see. That would have made my stop loss around 40, 41, 42 pips, which is not something I'm really happy going into a trade on GJ. So I thought, well, I've got a catalyst here. I've got a nice strong bullish closure. I'm anticipating it's going to make a lower wick. Well, I'd want it to make a lower wick before I take any entry. So I'm thinking to myself, why don't I just get in as it creates this lower wick? Where could we potentially pull back to grab some more liquidity from the market before we flip and head back up? Now, for me, I chose that previous bearish candle's high. Obviously, we had the support itself. So I just placed this buy limit order back at the high of that previous bearish candle. So that was number 4, I think. Sorry, 5. Sorry, after the stop loss. Number 5 was place the entry at that point there. So I knew my stop loss was going to be at that point there. So just to make the stop loss a little bit smaller, it was still quite a wide one, but it was still, I managed to decrease it by 10 pips. So I was around 30. So I set the limit buy order back at the high of that bearish candle. That was number 5. As soon as it triggered me in, it started to pop up. I straight away moved my stop loss to below the entry, the previous 15-minute candles low, sorry. In anticipation, if we were to continue bullish, once again, we had no need to pull back and break our own candles low, let alone the previous 15-minute candles low. So that was number 6, moving the stop loss up. Now, number 7, price almost pulled back to break even, but as soon as it started to flip again, approached the high of that previous bearish candle, I moved to break even, started to secure some profits, and let a runner go. So my target was knowing that if we break this resistance, I was just testing my own psychology out, guys. I wanted to leave a runner and just see how far I can hold. If we broke this resistance, knowing we had clean traffic to the left, it was likely going to head up. So I gave myself a fairly wide target with the runner, and I actually target 750. To me, that's a psychological level. 750 or the 80 you could have targeted. I targeted the 50, and it proved to be a really good exit because price eventually came back down and would have taken the full runner back out had I not chosen to secure at pretty much that point or the 80. So that was number 8, I think. So that is the trade taken on Thursday during the Asian session, guys. So I thought it's a really good one. It's just a way of showing. I think we took a very similar one on gold on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, during the London session, but in the opposite direction, which also, had you have kept the hold of that initial position, that would have returned around 100 pips or even more, I think it was. That was a huge trade, and some of you did, so well done. So very similar entry. So just a quick recap. Bullish trend was number 1. Weekly was forming strong bullish candle. Number 2, we pulled back to a level that I had marked in as a potential level price could pull back to form a support at before we had to head back bullish in line with the weekly candle. Number 3, we had long liquidity wick into the range below and this closed back above on a 30. Number 4, bullish engulfing candle. Number 5, set my entry for the high of the bearish candle on the limit order to give me a better stop loss, give me more margin within this range too. Number 6, stop loss. Number 5, number 6, either or for the entry or stop loss. Was the stop loss is below the low initially of the 30. Number 7, as soon as it got triggered in and it flipped, stop loss to the previous 15 low. Number 8, as soon as it again flipped on the next candle, just before it almost took me out, sorry, just after it almost took me out at break even, I moved the stop loss to entry, secured as it broke the previous 15 minutes high, the bearish candle's high, and full target was 750, which was eventually hit. So really good trade, guys. Let me know, did you happen to get involved in this trade? Did you take the trade on gold, which is very similar to, but in the opposite direction on Wednesday? I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. Could have been Thursday. I'm not too sure. Memory could be deceiving me at the moment. But once again, guys, if you could hit the like button, let me know what you think, and let me know how you went during the week. I look forward to seeing you all on Monday from 7:30 AM UK time. Until then, guys, peace, much love, and bye for now.